All right, so now that we've edited our image in Photoshop, what we want to do is we want to come into SketchUp and we want to create a component out of that. Now we're going to do something kind of interesting because what we're doing is we're putting in a picture of something and it always needs to be facing us. To do that, there's a command called always face the camera, and I'll show you where that button is, but it impacts how we draw our component. In this case, what we want to do is we want to draw on the x-axis for right now. So I'm going to just come over to a spot on the model where I can draw a little box, and we're going to start making our component there. So I'm going to create a box, and I start with a pencil to give myself some construction lines. I'm going to do 3 feet up, roughly the size of my dog, and I'm going to go to the right, or on that red axis, I'm going to do another 3 feet. Now, the dog's not perfectly square, but we'll make him sort of fit. So once I do that, I'm going to create a square, and we're going to import that picture, and we're going to import it as a texture. So instead of going through Materials dialog box, I'm going to come up and we're going to go to File, and we're going to go to Import, and I'm going to navigate to the location where I have that image, and here it is for me, Boston Clean, even though he's a dirty dog. The image has been cleaned. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to click the texture button. So we're going to use that image not as an image, but as a texture. That'll give me a little bit more control later on. What I can do then is I can import that, and I'm going to put him right onto my little box that I made. I'm going to make him a little too big, so it kind of cut off the top of his head. And the reason I did that is because we can go through now and we can kind of position that. So I'm going to right-click on the image, and I want to go to Texture and Position. From there you see that it shows me the materials tile. So when a material is created, it creates tiles. And you can see the repetition of each of those tiles. So I can grab, I personally like the green button is the easiest. I can grab the green button and scale it up, scale it down. I can rotate it. We can do whatever we kind of need to do. I'm going to scale it up, and then I'm just going to click on him and scale and slide him down a little bit. What I want to do is try and get it so that the top of his head is right there. I'm going to make him just a hair bigger. Now, let's see. Maybe just a smidgen. Get him to the top of that image. There we go. So we'll do that. And the nice thing about this is now that I've got the image is kind of working. So I'm going to hit enter, and I don't really need to adjust too much now, so that's kind of cool. One of the things that is going to be impacted, though, is shadows. So there's kind of an interesting aspect to the model. Now that we've got them in and we've got them tiled fairly well, we're gonna leave it at that video, and then we'll come in and we'll go back and we'll edit it so that we can show shadows properly.